Good afternoon and welcome. It's attorney Alexis Hart McDowell here with Epic Impact Investors, and we've got a great interview for you all today. As you all know, we give hard money loans, and we did our first hard money loan down in Atlanta, Georgia, with the incredible Jeanine Searcy of Black Girls in Real Estate. So I'm going to bring her up in just a moment, but I just want to remind you all that I am here to help you all build wealth through real estate and entrepreneurship. So whether you're looking for a real estate attorney, visit me at enterpriseesquire.com, or you're looking for a hard money loan, or you want to understand how to become an investor in real estate projects and help build that wealth and build your legacy, reach out to me at epicimpactinvestors.com. All right. So Jeanine Searcy, as you know, is the owner and founder of Black Girls in Real Estate, and I'm so excited to have her here today. Welcome, Jeanine.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I am wonderful, wonderful. So glad to have you on today. You are looking fabulous this morning.
Thank you. You too.
So first of all, we want to say thank you for choosing Epic Impact Investors as the hard money lender for your current project. You are an experienced professional. You have several projects under your belt, from new builds to renovations. So you understand this real estate game. You understand the hard money game. You have used several different hard money lenders and has had success with all of your projects. So we just want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity. As you know, our loans are funded by people of color, so they can get their foot into real estate investing passively. We understand that the active portion is not for everyone. Like, you're a guru at that. If I show up on there, Alexis only needs to be bringing money. Alexis does not need to hammer or manage anything dealing with a real estate project. Okay. So you gotta know your lane. So we say thank you for the opportunity to giving our community the opportunity to invest in your project. So let's talk about it. It is the Oakhill. So give us a little bit of background on the Oakhill.
Well, I'm super excited about Oakhill because what is this coming up on now? This is my fourth new build construction in this area, which is phenomenal because Oakhill is in a perfect market. The zip code is 30310. It's where I've done basically pretty much most of all my new build development. I've done a few others and some other like Weston or west side of Atlanta zip codes, but 30310 is my favorite. Oakhill is also in a historic area. So the great thing about that is that it's allowing for it to keep its value in that area. When you're doing new build constructions that are in historic areas, they really make sure that the house is staying to the historic nature, even if it's a new build development. So there's certain things that you just can't do that, yes, you can do it across the street, but because this is in a different area of that zip code and community, there's certain standards that have to be met. So I'm really excited to meet those and
that's awesome. I love the historic nature of it because it keeps the character, it keeps the aesthetics of the community going. And it doesn't mean that it's any less modern, right? Like, you're not going in there like putting a wood burning stove in,
No.
It's completely modern. I literally walked through the inside of a couple of your construction deals last time I was down there, and it is absolutely gorgeous. You have all of the modern amenities. It's just that the outside, the character, everything is it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So that it keeps with that historic nature of the community.
Yes. And, the cool thing about 30310 is that there's so many different aesthetics that are popping up in the neighborhood. And when we first got over there about 3 or 4 years ago, we were building craftsman style homes. And like, those craftsman style homes are no longer kind of like the Big Bang on the other side of the street. Like, they're still popular in the neighborhood. They're doing a lot of modern
contemporary.
Mm-hmm. And we have a brand new house that just popped up around the corner that's priced at $925,000. It's the first like almost $1 million home that has peaked in the community and area. So that's great for us because this is beautiful, and as long as we keep the aesthetic of what is going on over there, but in a historic nature, we should still be really competitive in regards to what we're selling.
I just have to pause for a moment and tap in on that because you just said over $900,000 in, as we know, the interest rates have already risen. We've
Yes.
gotten a lot of inflation right now. So even after 2, 3 rounds of interest rates rising, real estate cooling across the country, you have a property that pops up in your area around the block from you all for over $900,000.
Yes, and there's more coming. There's actually
Wow.
there's actually a developer who has also come into the community. He just built like 15 or 16 kind of like townhouses, like these row townhouses that are gorgeous. They're starting at over 600. There's another home around the corner that just sold for 650. And originally our ARV was like 525 for this home. So as long as we continue to see houses that are selling, we should be in a really good position because the building has not stopped over there. And in fact,
Wow.
it's expanded.
That's huge. That's huge because a lot of what we have to do is we forecast. Everybody forecasts their ARV because there's so many factors that go into that, and the market being the primary one. We just have to guess where the market is going to be, right? Using educated data and things like that. So, this is very wonderful to hear about a new builder building multiple six-figure plus townhomes and this other home in the neighborhood for well over $900,000. It means it's a hot area still, regardless of interest rates, and that there's interest. There's
In that
interest
area.
in that area. So people are steady buying in that area. So that's all good. So with regard to the Oakhill and being historic and being a new build, we know that you had to get additional permits and go through a different process with your city or that area over there, depending upon what the name of the municipality is. Okay. So how is that process going on for you? How is it going?
So it's going well. We are still coming through the permitting process. We actually are planning to go in front of a NPU, which is like a neighborhood planning unit. I have some really good connects with the city, so she's getting me prepared for that. And I've already pretty much started talking to the man who's like in charge of it, in charge of that NPU. So we're in good shape. I'm not really nervous about anything. I would say that I got lucky because when we purchased this home, it came with the plans, and the plans were already designed to the historic nature of the community. So they were already like approved with everything that was supposed to be in the house, like legally. So we got lucky that this one was just like kind of cruising through because I've had other properties that I've worked on where, we've been submitted for at least like 5 or 6 weeks now. And if there had been another issue, it would have already been kicked back over, and then we would have had to rework plans.
Yep.
But because the house is kind of just like cruising through the process. So here in Atlanta, we have an 11-step approval process. So there's 11 different departments that the house has to go through. So
Wow.
we're pretty much halfway through. And so once it comes up to the ending part, we'll go in front of the NPU, and then we'll be ready. But in that
Your first
meantime,
rodeo going in front of an NPU, right?
yes, it is. Yep. I'm excited though. I don't feel nervous. I mean, what I'm doing is for the betterment of the community. I feel very passionate about the work that I do, and I know that this home meets the standards of what they're looking for.
Yep.
And I would rather see, a beautiful new home pop up in an area to help beautify the neighborhood and make it a safe space, than just to let it become like a vacant lot in the front. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And I just want to mention that one of the features of the loan, because Epic can customize loans for the developers, one of the features of your loan is that we defer the interest for the first 3 months, that you don't pay any interest for the first 3 months because we knew that this was a new build. It wasn't just go in, let's just start renovating, doing our demo. No, we knew about this permitting process. We knew that you need that runway time not to pay and to allow this process to go forward. As you said, it's 11 steps. And then we collected 3 months worth of payments at closing as well. So technically, you have a runway of 6 months that you're not going to pay, because we've already got 3 months, which we're going to pay out our investors, and then the remaining 3 months is paid at closing. So those of you all who are interested, that's just one of the features that we did, because this was a new build and because of the experience Jeanine had. As she mentioned, this is her fourth new build in this area. So this is not, her first flip or anything like
No.
that. This is her fourth new build. She's got several flips under her belt.
Yes.
Several flips under her belt. And then in addition to that, this is her fourth new build. So we just wanted to mention that. So Jeanine, thank you so much for that update on the Oakhill. We'll be looking forward and checking back in for other updates. We try to keep our the investors in your project, updated. We try to keep them excited. A lot of times this is their first foray into real estate investing, this passive investing. So they, want to know that things are moving forward, that their money is with a trustworthy source, that Epic Impact Investors, as the servicer of the loan, is being in contact and being communicative with you as the borrower, right? So all of that is so very.
Alexis follows up. Okay. She'll always text me. She'll always send an email, and she's just like, hey, just looking for updates. What's going on? We have great communication. That's one of my favorite things about working with you in this entire process, is that it was easy. Like, I knew exactly what to expect up front. I knew what I needed in regards to my down payment. I knew what I needed in regards to my paperwork. And you guys were just hyper organized, and it was fantastic working with you in that regard. I've worked with other lenders, and as you know, I broker. So I've had some experiences along the way that have not necessarily been fantastic in regards to getting to the closing table, because for any investor, whether you're new or experienced, you do not want that to be chaotic while you're still putting together the other elements of your deal. So as I'm working out my pricing, as I'm, working with my contractor, and I'm figuring out my materials and things like that, I by no means want to have to worry about, okay, I sent this over. Did they get it? Are they sending it? And I knew where I was. And to me, that was an amazing experience.
Thank you so much for that. Absolutely. We really, really appreciate that. We do try to make it the most streamlined process. We tell everybody up front, this is exactly what we're going to need. When you get through all of that, then we're going to do this. There's no guessing games here. I'm not trying to hide the ball. I'm not trying to complicate it. I'm trying to make sure that I have all of the right information up front for my investors, right? So that they understand, they know, and that I can present you in the best light possible to them and get investors on board. With that being said, you all, we still have a little bit left to fund on Jeanine's construction loan on the back end, okay? So if you're interested in investing in this, reach out to me. This is going to give, I'll give you the information on the type of return and everything and the timeline for this. But if you're interested in passively investing in real estate, reach out to me at epicimpactinvestors.com, and we can get you in on this deal for Jeanine. We had some runway time here because it is a new build. She didn't need all that money up front because it's not a renovation. So she's going to have the payments are going to be staggered as she gets through her building process. So that's why we still have some time to fund this. So if you are interested, get on board. This is a great, great opportunity, as you just heard Jeanine say, okay? And I will give you all the information you need to make that decision for yourself. So Jeanine, tell us a little bit more about your background. You truly, like me, have a passion for our community, okay? For our community. And you are the founder and CEO of Black Girls in Real Estate. So tell us about that.
So Black Girls in Real Estate it's like my baby. I eat, live, sleep, dream about Black women in investing and honestly, Black families investing. I just truly know how real estate investing can change your life. I'll share this here too. I haven't even dropped it on my platform yet, but 3 days ago, I just hit my first 7-figure year. And I literally broke into tears. I was crying. It was just such a huge moment for me, especially because I remember not really being able to make it at one point in time. So for me, Black Girls in Real Estate was founded with the intent for people to be able to learn, to connect, and to grow, which was basically the steps that I took in order to become a real estate investor. I was a single mom. I sold my home to launch my business, and I took profits from my personal home. I took half of that. I put half aside to cover my debt, and the other half I took to leverage to go out and get my first hard money loan. And that was how I grew my business. So I know that it's very possible to use assets or to be able to come up with funds in order to be able to start this business so that you can start changing your life. Whether you do it passively or actively, being a passive investor is a really great way to start learning the business and to also start building wealth without being the one that is the person running around and trying to put the deals together. You take a risk on experience investors like myself that we have a record for returns. We have a record for success, and that's a great way to get your feet wet until you can really step out in order to be able to do it on your own.
Jeanine, let me be the first to say congratulations. I'm literally screaming in my head because you know me, I'm the biggest supporter of Black women and women in real estate and just loving on you all. Oh my goodness, that is huge. Blessings, blessings, blessings on you. So with Black Girls in Real Estate, you have various ways to help people get educated, right? So you've got a mentorship, right? And I have been to some of these mentorship webinars that they have. Absolutely incredible, you all. They have mindset training. They got a whole Bible study. They did a whole fast together. You tell me what other real estate mentorship is going to have you do a fast, honey, biblically based, Christian principle. It was, you all get in on what Jeanine has going on, especially if you're interested in moving more into that real estate, whether it's real estate development, real estate broker, whatever that is. Definitely see she's got that. She's got the mentorship. She does conferences. She's got a getaway coming up. You're right. You got a conference coming up and some, I think a getaway next year. I think you did one for this year already. So various ways to get on board in real estate investing. And you don't even need to know what it is you want to do yet, you all. You just want to be in the room and around the people that have this going on, and you start picking up these seeds and nuggets and let the Lord speak to you and let him guide your steps on what angle you're supposed to go at. I know I'm about capital. I'm about a capital and passive investing. I'm not the one for the development. I'm not, but that's what the Lord showed me. And I hope that the Lord shows you somebody where it is you're supposed to be if you're supposed to be in this industry, you all. But Jeanine has a wealth of resources from ebooks to courses, just so many wonderful, wonderful things over there. So definitely check out blackgirlsinrealestate.com.
We have my conference, It's Giving Boss conference on December 9th through the 11th here in Atlanta. And, just like you were saying, Alexis, it's not, you don't have to be an agent. You don't have to be an investor. You don't have to already be in the business. You're coming to learn. You're coming to meet connections, to rub elbows with people, to just get in the room and start absorbing nuggets, because as I always tell people, you do not know what you don't know. And so if you don't show up for yourself and you don't make that investment, you'll stay in the same place year after year after year. But in order to grow, we have to make investments into ourselves and get in the rooms with people that are already doing it. It's amazing the connections that you'll meet and the people that will just put new seeds in your mind, like planting little seeds that you'll go to sleep, you'll try to ignore it, but it starts manifesting.
Yes.
And so I just really believe in that. It's going to be a great weekend. It's actually the 3rd year anniversary of Black Girls in Real Estate. So we have our real estate party on Friday. Saturday, we have conference all day. And then on Sunday, we are actually doing a tour, a bus tour. So I'm putting everybody on the bus and we're going to go through the popular zip codes of Atlanta for investing. We're actually going to drive past Oakhill. I'm going to let them see, what we've done, because we already have our fence up. We've got, the trees cut back, everything's clear. So we're just now waiting. So I just want to show what prepping looks like for the build. And I have a few other new constructions. I have a duplex I'm working on. So it's really good for exposure. So if you're just
Yes.
passively investing, you don't really know what it's like for us active people, and what we're doing on the ground. So you should see where your money is going into, and being able to come out and walk the site, ask questions, learn, and just gain by absorbing. That to me is it's hands down one of the best things that you could do.
It, not one. It is hands down the best experience, the best classroom is being out there doing hands on, witnessing, talking, like you said,
Yes,
rubbing elbows, actually going and touching this land and see what she's saying about cutting trees back, putting fences up, what the legal requirements are when you talk about the
yes,
documents need to be posted on the land. I remember that from when I
yes.
came. So it's so many things. And from a passive investing standpoint, I didn't just wake up and start passive investing, you all. I had to have a knowledge base to work from. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what was a good deal and what was a bad deal. I wouldn't know how to evaluate a borrower, how to speak to them, what questions to ask, how to know when they were pulling my leg or just giving me BS, right? I wouldn't know that unless I had the years of experience under my belt in order to do that analysis. So that's why it's so applicable to passive investors as well to get out here and understand. And trust me, once the real estate bug bites, whether you're
Woo.
passive investing, you'll find some other way to invest in real estate, because passive
Doesn't
investing is not the only thing I do, you all. I own a rental property, right? And we're still looking for our next rental property, right? So you jump into this real estate circle and you end up doing one thing, and then it's going to move you to someplace else around this circle. And same thing with developers. Once they make this money and become seven-figure earners like Jeanine, they need to take a portion and diversify their portfolio and put that into passive investing. So that's just another point of investing on her real estate circle as well. So that's why we want to encourage you all to get out and do the hands-on stuff as much as possible.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. We're going to close out, you all. I appreciate your time this morning, Jeanine, giving our investors an update on Oakhill, sharing with everyone your background, your experience, and giving us some update on Black girls in real estate. Can't wait to check in with you. We'll probably do another check-in in maybe 2 months. We don't have to do a video. We can just give me an update and I'll let the
I
investors
like
know.
the video. We can go on
I know.
video.
I know we didn't have a chance to be on screen, right?
I'm down for the video. Okay.
So thank you. We hope you have a fabulous day, and we
Thank
really,
you.
really, really appreciate you. And we are wishing you the best of luck with Oakhill, and we're going to continue to follow that progress. Thank you. And everybody, tune in to epic-impactinvestors.com if you're looking for a hard money loan, looking to be a capital investor. If you're looking to get in on Jeanine's loan, reach out to me at contact@epic-impactinvestors.com. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.